name is Kelsey Bryce. I'm a social work 300 class, and I'll be doing a voiceover on the NELS research report. I'll begin with my abstract. Study has shown that watching a lot of television is detrimental to the brain. It fills the individual mind with violent sexual acts, vulgar language, and it is not fulfilling one's purpose to succeed in life. It slows down their ability to learn and it distracts them from their assignments. In most cases, individuals who watch a lot of television usually have lower scores in their general courses, rather than those who do not watch television. Going to my introduction. Provided to us is a document on the NELS database. NELS is an acronym for National Education Longitudinal Study of 1998. The program began studying 8th graders in 1998, and they followed some of the students throughout the years when they conducted a new survey. Some of the survey consists of students reporting on work, educational resources and support, the role their parents played in their education experience, and students' assessments in reading, social studies, mathematics, and science. The grades that they are targeted for the assignment in those classes were the grades 10th grade and 12th grade. It focused on the crucial transition the students experience in leaving middle school and progressing through high school. In my study, I focused on how watching television affects your math proficiency. Going to my data. With the bivariate chart, or table, the data shows that majority of participants were advanced in all 3 levels when they only watched 1 to 2 hours of television. There were a few who advanced in all 3 levels when they watched more than 1 or 2 hours of television, but others did not advance to all 3 levels. Looking at my chart, figure 1, which shows the bar graph, the level of math proficiency due to how long the individual watches television. An average person who watches 1 or 2 hours of television usually, like I said, has all 3 levels, who is advanced in all 3 levels of math. Anybody who watches more than 5 hours usually is not advanced in all 3 levels of math. Individuals who watch television 2 to 3 hours are at a high when they are advanced in all 3 levels, or they are usually advanced in levels 1 and 2. Going down to my results. In the bivariate chart, the individual that did not watch television, you would think they would have a higher percent rate for all 3 levels, but individuals who watch television for 1 to 2 hours seem to have a higher percentage than the rest. They are advanced in all 3 levels. I would assume that those that did not watch television at all did not invest their time wisely to try. There were a total of 165 individuals that were below the level 1. Overall, the results were expected and turned out as so. Going to my conclusion. In conclusion, the following summary reflects the research paper that I conducted on the NELS, which stands for National Educational Longitudinal Study of 1988. The survey had consistent studies done on the individuals that first participated in 1988. They kept track of the participants to see how they would transition throughout the middle school to high school and into adulthood. This is an interesting study, and the part that I focused on was does watching television affect your math proficiency skills, which it does. The results were not too shocking, assuming that watching a lot of TV will affect any scores for any subject. But by me doing this project, it has furthered my knowledge on how to work SPSS more. I entered my own variables, and then I ran my frequency and crosstabs. So I've become more proficient with SPS and then advanced so I'm able to teach others what I have learned. Below is my reference. Thank you for listening to my voiceover, and that is all. Thank you.